Under the soft glow of candlelight, Jesus and his disciples gather in the upper room, a sense of unspoken tension hanging heavy in the air. The warm light dances across their faces, yet cannot mask the knowing sadness in Jesus' eyes as he looks upon each of them. Each disciple is caught in the shared moment, their reflections flickering in the candlelight. The wooden table, a silent witness, bears the weight of their gathering. The heavy atmosphere of the upper room is thick with anticipation and sorrow, illuminated only by the dim, flickering candlelight. In the upper room, a heavy silence descends as Jesus gathers with his disciples, their faces etched with apprehension. Jesus' voice cuts through the stillness. "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." A wave of disbelief washes over the disciples, their hushed murmurs filling the room with unease. Each disciple questions their own heart, a storm of doubt brewing within. The unspoken tension hangs thick in the air, a palpable sense of impending betrayal. In the upper room, a palpable tension fills the air as the disciples gather, their faces etched with anticipation. Judas, cloaked in shadow, avoids the gazes of his companions, his unease intensifying with each hushed breath. Jesus' words cut through the uncertainty. "The one who dips bread with me, he is the one." The disciples exchange uneasy glances, suspicion and fear clouding their expressions. Judas remains still, the weight of Jesus' pronouncement crushing him as he continues to avoid all contact. The tension in the upper room is palpable as Jesus and Judas share a silent, loaded moment. Judas reaches out, his hand trembling slightly as he takes a piece of bread. Jesus' gaze intensifies, his voice a quiet command amidst the mounting dread. "What you are about to do quickly." Judas's eyes reflect inner turmoil as he pulls away. The room holds its breath, the air thick with foreboding as Judas prepares to depart. In the hushed upper room, the dim light illuminates Jesus as he raises the bread. With a somber grace, Jesus breaks the bread, a symbol of sacrifice. The disciples watch, their faces etched with a mixture of reverence and sorrow. Jesus lifts the cup of wine, a silent promise of redemption. His voice resonates with solemnity. "This is my body, given for you." In the tranquil Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus kneels under the moonlit sky, his face reflecting profound anguish. Ancient olive trees loom, their shadows dancing eerily in the gentle night breeze. The garden is hushed, save for the soft rustling of leaves, a symphony of sorrow echoing through the sacred space. His face, etched with deep lines of sorrow, is illuminated by the soft moonlight, revealing the weight of his burden. The shadows twist and turn, mirroring the turmoil within him as he confronts his destiny. The silence of the garden deepens, amplifying the intensity of his solitary vigil as he prepares for the dawn. Under the mournful gaze of the moon, Jesus stumbles, his body buckling under an unseen burden. He collapses to his knees, the weight of the world pressing him down like a physical force. His fingers dig into the parched earth as a sob tears through him, a sound of utter desolation. The air itself seems to vibrate with the intensity of his inner turmoil. In a moment of profound surrender, Jesus whispers, "Father, not my will, but yours be done." His voice, though soft, carries the strength of acceptance, resonating in the silent garden. Under the cover of night, Judas leads Roman soldiers into the Garden of Gethsemane, their torches cutting through the ancient darkness. The soldiers advance, their torches casting wild shadows that dance across the ancient olive trees, heralding a moment of sorrow and betrayal. Judas moves purposefully toward Jesus. In a moment heavy with tragic irony, Judas leans in close to Jesus. The kiss, a symbol of love, becomes the ultimate act of betrayal. The torches flare, casting stark light on the faces of those present, illuminating the depth of the impending tragedy. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus gazes at Judas, sorrow etched deeply into his face. With a voice heavy with grief, Jesus asks, "Do you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?" The soldiers advance, their presence a stark betrayal in the serene garden. Judas steps forward, his face a mask of conflicted emotions as he approaches Jesus. The soldiers seize Jesus, their hands sure and swift as they close in around him. Fear grips the disciples, their loyalty fracturing as they scatter into the night. In Pilate's court, a sea of faces writhes in fury, their collective roar shaking the very foundations. The air crackles with a deafening demand for Jesus' crucifixion, an echo of collective hatred. Pilate appears on the platform, a solitary figure amidst the storm of the masses. Pilate attempts to quell the uproar, his gestures desperate against the rising tide of animosity. His shouts are lost in the cacophony, a futile attempt to reason with the unyielding rage of the mob. The court echoes with the unified roar of the crowd, a cacophony of voices demanding a single, brutal verdict. Pilate, a man torn, stands on the dais, his face a canvas of conflicting emotions as he surveys the baying mob. The crowd's fury escalates to a fever pitch, a relentless wave of condemnation crashing against the ancient stone walls as they chant, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" In a symbolic act of detachment, Pilate washes his hands with deliberate slowness, the water running red as if stained with the blood of injustice. Jesus stands in stark silence amidst the uproar, an island of calm in the storm of accusations. Pilate steps forward, a flicker of unease in his gaze, as the weight of judgment settles upon him. With a resolute tone, Pilate declares, "I am innocent of this man's blood." The crowd erupts, their faces contorted with rage, as Pilate's words hang in the air, unanswered. Jesus remains unmoved, his gaze fixed on a distant point, his silence speaking volumes in the face of injustice. Nailed to the wood, Jesus hangs suspended, his body bearing the marks of suffering. The darkening sky mirrors the despair of the moment, as hope fades with the setting sun. In his weakened state, Jesus embodies both human frailty and divine resolve. On Golgotha, Jesus hangs on the cross, his body a testament to suffering. A crowd gathers, their faces etched with a mix of morbid curiosity and cruel disdain. The sun beats down, an uncaring witness to the unfolding tragedy. In a moment of divine compassion, Jesus utters, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." As his words echo, an unnatural darkness begins to consume the land, a chilling sign. The world is plunged into an eerie twilight, signaling a shift in the heavens. It is finished. A hush descends upon the crowd, every face etched with a mix of awe and dread as the weight of Jesus' words settles upon them. In a moment that seems to stretch into eternity, Jesus' body slumps, a visible surrender to the inevitable. His head falls forward, and silence envelops Golgotha, a profound stillness that marks the end. The sun's blinding light heralds a miraculous dawn, casting an otherworldly glow upon the ancient tomb. A deafening groan echoes as the colossal stone sealing the tomb shifts, defying earthly constraints. An angel, wreathed in celestial light, descends upon the scene, its radiant presence overwhelming the mortal guards. Jesus appears, his form glowing with divine brilliance, declaring, "I am the resurrection and the life.